Hey there folks, my name is Eric Carter and I want to talk today about philosophy, truth, and enlightenment. It's a beautiful thing, this kind of fervor to look from this point in space and time and look up at the unbounded sky and see pure potential, see unlimited intelligence, whether it is the phenomena of a seed turning into a tree or the awe of planets rotating around a sun. There's absolute intelligence underlying everything, and we are not separate from this. So I feel philosophy is a beautiful thing in and of itself because it points to that fervor. It is the natural mechanism of the mind and the intellect to grasp something that is beyond the mind. When it comes down to philosophy versus truth, I feel that they're worlds apart. I feel that philosophy points towards truth. Philosophy and religion inspire truth. Even, a more spiritual approach and meditation, it points to truth. I believe that nobody can teach us anything that we don't already know somewhere inside. Um, and I feel almost that philosophy can block or obstruct that truth, coming from like a more contemporary mindset where Eckhart Tolle talks about the ego and how we want to grab onto something, this born into this notion of separation, and there's me and you, and I know that there's something larger. There is this cosmic potential. But in order to get to this notion of realizing myself on a grander scale, I have to grab it with my intellect. And I think that this is what philosophy does. It takes this burning desire for something and it prods deep, deep, deep with the intellect. And ultimately, I think where truth comes in is we have to see the intellect from a different angle. We have to use the intellect as a tool. Philosophy as a pointer. Philosophy as an inspiration to not settle, just non-negotiably approach something that is greater. And when we can actually use this inspiration and have the courage to let go of the intellect, we dive into our own experience. And that experience in and of itself is true. So here, the crux of philosophy as inspiration to point to enlightenment. And what is enlightenment? Is realizing that there is only light. Enlightenment is realizing, as scripture says, man is made in the image of God. Well, what does that mean? That, in a sense, is its own philosophy. When that becomes truth, our own truth, then we can rest on the fabrics that underlies that. And it is here where we realize and see all intelligence lining up and culminating into this point that is right here. It is from this point that we expand, reach out, and see that this point is not separate from any other point. And this is where philosophy and truth unite in from the fundamental grounds of enlightenment. When we can take all these ideas from the past, integrate them into our own philosophy, and then take that philosophy and turn it into our own truth, the fundamental basis of our own existence, and where that unifies with all of creation, I feel that that is the goal. We can read countless books, listen to audio, watch videos all day long, and in a sense, we're being inspired. there has to be some point where we can separate and bounce back from these thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and turn them into our own truth. And the point where we can let go of all this intellectual gymnastics and really surrender upon the basis of our own truth, the basis of all of creation, then we can rest assured and know that there's nothing outside of us that we need to learn. Thank you.